Whispers. I'm Adam Elliott, your host. Today's episode is brought to you by cam sitters. Don't you hate it when your babysitter cancels last minute and you've planned a romantic night out with your partner? Don't you wish there was a webcam-based service you could use so an adult can watch your kids while you're having a well-deserved night out on the town? Well, now you have it with cam sitters, the only webcam-based babysitting service on the market. So how does it work? Cam sitters taps into the sexual predator database and matches you with a convicted and registered sex offender to watch your children on webcam while you're out painting the town red. And the best part is, you don't need to pay your cam sitter to watch your kids. Your cam sitter will pay you to watch your kids. Charge your cam sitter a premium for bath time. They'll love it. Just don't give them your actual home address. Cam sitters, your children are safe, even though cam sitters aren't. Today I am delighted to be joined by our guest, Jon Dean. Jon is a New York City-based writer, comedian, and video editor. We also went to college together. Jon, welcome to Everybody Whispers.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks, Adam.
We go back a long time. Now we've known each other almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Which is
Isn't that wild?
We both look great, I think.
Yeah, I think we're just getting better.
We're aging like a fine wines.
That is a fact.
And we did sketch comedy together in college. That was fun. The name of the group was Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they would allow that anymore.
I think it's a great name.
I think it's a great name too, but not. It's a little for the era. You know, I was okay, but not now.
You need to know the origin of the name.
Yeah.
So the origin of the name was, when we were coming up with it, we knew we had to cover pop culture. At the time, Conan O'Brien had a sketch comedy thing going on, and it was all about pop culture. So we were like, we're going to make sketches about pop culture. This is when we formed the troupe. And we were going to be on top of all of the current events. But we were so delayed in everything that we were doing that we would cover popular things about 2 months later.
Right.
And they weren't relevant anymore.
Right.
It's like, well, what if the name is Pop Tarts? Because to retard is to delay a process.
Right.
So I came up with that name.
Wait, were you a year ahead of me?
Yeah.
You
Probably.
were? Okay. You came up with the name of Pop
Yeah.
Tarts. My mind is blown right now. That makes a lot of sense.
Right?
That makes a lot of sense.
And every time I would go into the office, because they would call me in the office, be like, you gotta change this name. I would explain that to them, and they go, well, never mind. Go on your way.
You've stayed busy in the arts as well, primarily focused as a video editor.
Yeah.
What was it that made you transition to that from doing comedy?
When we did Pop Tarts, actually, we would film a lot of skits, and so I would always edit those. And I realized when I was editing those that I would work until like 5, 6 in the morning cutting that, and I didn't care because it was so fun. And so after college, I started working for Major League Baseball, cutting the highlight reels for their website, just all the games and stuff like that. And at the same time, I got a second job in the vault at a commercial editing house, learning about film, like actual film and stuff like that. And I just kept going with it.
Have you ever worked on any of those true crime shows?
No.
I'm really into true crime. I don't know why, but like whenever I see a show about like a kid getting killed, I get very excited.
Why?
I think we all kind of get excited. I'm not excited about the kid getting killed.
Right. Obviously.
The production quality is going to be really great, and
Right.
I think true crime, though, I think these shows, because they're getting so detailed, I think they're turning us all into better potential murderers.
Oh, that's a fact. Anytime someone tells me about like the newest crime podcast or anything that they're into, they always say, well, I would have did it this way.
Exactly.
And it's always I'm impressed.
Yeah. I saw there was a documentary about a guy who killed his wife and kids, and usually when they kill the family, they kill themselves too.
Right.
But because they can't take
They
it.
don't want to explain it.
It's a tough thing to explain. This guy didn't do that. He killed neighbor's backyard. You could blame it on the neighbor. So I'm sitting there thinking, I want to give him notes. I'm trying to give this guy notes.
You're taking notes at home of what things you could do better.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is what fucks me up about the true crime shit. Like whenever they're doing something about a guy who kills his family or whatever, all the interviews to people who knew him, it's always the same thing. It's like, wow, he was such a nice guy. We had no idea. And like, I'm a nice guy.
Oh.
So like when I go out with girls,
Yeah.
they're thinking, if they watch these shows,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, he's gonna kill me, and I'm not. I'm really not.
Right.
But you can't lead with that. Like, you can't be on a date and be like, by the way, I'm a really nice guy, and I'm not gonna murder you. So it's an uphill battle.
But I feel like you maybe should open with that. Like, people love honesty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but what if they think, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, that's okay.
Because then they're gonna think, oh, that's a joke.
Right.
It's like reverse psychology.
Okay.
Like if I say to you, I'm not gonna kill you.
Right.
You think I'm gonna kill you. But if I come right out and be like, by the way, like, I'm a really nice guy and I'm gonna murder you.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. He's what the classic Adam.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
I might not do that. Dating now is very difficult.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mainly because, like I said, I'm a nice guy and you can't win. The problem is like, if you're too nice, they don't like that. If you're too much of a dick, they don't like that either.
Right.
So
it's a balance. You gotta find the real.
You gotta strike a
the
balance.
median. Yeah.
Which I haven't been able to do. Mainly, I'm just focusing on my gut health.
Oh, so that's late 30s. That's kind of the focus.
You gotta do that.
Oh man.
Gut health.
How many foods are you not allowed to eat anymore that you used to love?
Oh my god.
Right.
I'm not supposed to eat. I don't think I'm supposed to eat anything anymore.
Oh
That's
really?
why I'm like,
Just water.
Water and oats. Oh yeah.
Adam, why are we whispering?
You know, that's a good question. I can tell you that we are here committed to what we're doing, and
Yeah, go on.
you know, we're committed to the process and giving you all the information you need so that we can move forward productively.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And
That's helpful.
but we try to keep it quiet because in this world that we live in, there's a lot of white noise and there's a lot of black noise too, but and gray noise.
All sorts of noises. It's true.
But we try to keep it quiet because sometimes it's nice to be quiet.
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
And it's calming. And what we learned when we started this, I didn't realize that there was this thing called ASMR.
Oh, right.
Which I think stands for, I don't even know what it stands for, audio stimulatory, blah, 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 I don't know.
MR.
What I do know is that some people are turned on by
Oh,
this.
is that a thing?
Yeah. So, some people might be,
It's like a fetish thing.
some people,
I didn't know that.
how do you feel about people masturbating to this episode?
You know, that thought didn't cross my mind until right now. It's an honor, though, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because there's no effort on your part of, like, trying to appeal.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
I would be honored as well. So what do you got next coming up, project-wise?
All right, so I'm actually working on an animation on my own about corks.
Corks? Like wine bottle corks?
Yeah, wine bottle corks. Because you know how, like, some, like, middle-aged women collect the corks?
Yeah.
So it's about, like, the discarded corks that she collects and, like, the different, like, countries that they come from. It's a commentary on race relations in America. excited about that.
And the corks are...
Well, it's the irony is that all corks come from the same place. The material cork comes from the same place.
But the corks are characters.
They're the quirky characters, yeah.
I mean, that's a great concept.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to laugh.
I mean, that's kind of the point. It's a comedy. So, step one, we got it.
It's a great concept. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, thanks.
And so, are you doing the animation yourself?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
And are you voicing one of the characters?
Oh, absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And anything else you got going on in your world?
So I don't know if you know about Spider-Man. Do you know about this?
No.
Okay. So I'm a big Mets fan. And in 2015, I was like, I want to do a cross between Spider-Man and the Mets. And then a friend of mine is a costume designer. And so she made me a full suit. It has the Mets logo. It's orange and blue, but it's Spider-Man. And I just go to the games in the suit and just mess with people. And then I had a social media, and they follow me there. So that account is at the amazing Spider-Man. If you like the Mets or you like comedy, there's content there for you.
At Amazing Spider-Man is...
Met.
Oh, at Amazing Spider-Met. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I had the most fun today, and it reminded me of when we did sketch together.
Oh, yeah. The good old days.
And I want to thank you for being on Everybody Whispers, Jon Dean, everybody.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks, Adam.
Everybody Whisper.